All right, well, federal conservatives have gathered in Calgary for the convention to discuss policy and the outcome of the last election, which also triggers a leadership review for Pierre Poilievre. Now, the convention comes at the end of a week where support for Alberta separatism is gaining momentum. And some members of the movement confirmed they have met with U.S. officials. So we've reached out to Lori Williams, associate professor at Mount Royal University. She is joining us from Calgary this morning. Lori, we have seen how Alberta independence was addressed at the Premier's meeting this week. Premier Eby calling that meeting with U.S. administration treason. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith saying we have to respect all Albertans. How will the federal Conservatives meeting in Calgary, that's the very city and province that just held a large rally supporting this petition, address this at the convention?
I think some of the delegates at the convention may raise it, as they did at the United Conservative Party's annual general meeting, where, interestingly, this is right after the MOU with Prime Minister was signed. And Danielle Smith got booed, and the Separatists, sort of ginning up the crowd, got cheers. So it may be something that Pierre Poilievre and other Conservatives have to deal with and address, and it's certainly something that's being talked about by Albertans, many of whom are looking with suspicion at this involvement of the United States government.
Yeah, those who support the movement, we know, are at this convention. Some of them have posted on their social media sites that they have media accreditation to be there. How does Pierre Poilievre address the issue of independence and separation, knowing that the riding where he is now sitting as an MP is in rural Alberta, where support for this movement is strong?
Yeah, the support for the movement is strong, but in that same riding, the separatist candidate was far behind Pierre Poilievre in terms of support. So, I mean, there's a possibility for him to sort of push against it, respect the concerns that many of the folks that are saying they support separatism would be willing to stay in Canada if they got a better deal. It's for some of them actually a negotiating tactic. And even some of the folks lined up to sign that petition have said that they simply want to send a message to Ottawa so that a fairer deal with the rest of the country can be accomplished. And I think that it's possible for Pierre Poilievre to appeal to that part of the crowd, but he's in a difficult position. Here he wants to be the Prime Minister of a united Canada, and he's got people within his party who are talking separatism.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.